We're 46 episodes into Digimon Ghost Game. Everything has been so horrifying. It's the horror season. And you know what the most terrifying thing of all they could possibly do?
What could it be?
Water. Ooh. Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 46 Digimon Ghost Game, Queen's Banquet. As per usual, we say here that there may be spoilers. There are, slight in-episode spoilers.
Yeah, the overall plot. There need to be an overall plot to spoil it.
Because the only thing really to spoil in this episode is who the Digimon is, because it's quite unique. So Here's your warning. You may wish to turn away if that's your thing. Otherwise, let us dive right into episode 46 of Digimon Ghost Game, which starts with...
Same opening narration as we've had since episode 2.
And starts pretty much with the formula.
Yep.
Except, this time we know it's Kotaro. We know the person.
Yep, he's at the public pool and he thinks this is great because it's a co-ed pool.
Yep, gets to see girls and stuff because there's only one girl at the boys' dorm. Just don't know why.
There's one.
But he's in the locker room getting changed. At first I thought he was in the shower. I don't quite think he is. I think he's just kind of in a stall to change into his regular clothes. And we see coming out of one of the vents this long, looks like a tentacle kind of thing coming out of the vents. And he doesn't notice it.
Shocking!
Until it jabs him
in the back of the neck.
Right in the back of the neck. Kind of the top of the spine kind of deal. And by the time he looks up and goes, ow! There's nothing. Yeah. There's nothing to see. And we get a very brief glimpse here of the Digimon. I had no
I did not
idea
recognize this one.
This at all. It's a little bit of a rose, but like a long tongue kind of thing. This is not Rosemon at all.
No, it's not Rosemon.
Not Possumon or things like that. So, we'll find out.
Anyway,
and so,
move along. Cut to Hero in Gamamon, and they're going to, I guess, bathe for tonight, and Kotaro comes with them.
Yeah, which is odd, but whatever. I'm sure it's you don't want to leave me behind. And as Kotaro's looking into the pool, he sees the plants. There's like seaweed stuff in there.
He walks past Gamamon and Hero with this, still very obvious thing on his neck. His hair doesn't cover it in any way.
No.
But Hero apparently misses it. And he has this whole time to look into the pool, and it looks like seaweed comes out and attacks him, and attacks lots of orifices. And I'm wondering what genre I'm watching here for a second.
Yeah. This episode pushes children's show a couple of times. Yeah.
And this one.
And then it finally surges into his face, and suddenly, Kotaro, you alright? And it looks like he's passed out on the ground, and Hero's checking on him, and he's like, the water! The plants are all in the water! And flips out and goes running by. And Hero seems just very confused. There's nothing.
In the bathing pool, and there's nothing there. So where did you guys go? You're in the same room as him not a few seconds ago. Before the attack happened.
So it seems like it's not real. I
guess, but at least you would have seen.
You would have seen
him flopping around on the ground, like.
Yeah. You would have seen all that.
Weird.
And this is the point where
finally... As he heads out, Hero does see the mark on his neck, though. Yeah.
Does see what I thought was a dot at first, but it has some lines on it. It's not quite just
an X on it.
Yeah, it's not quite just the dot. It'll be investigated more later what exactly that all is.
Yep, and then we cut to Kotaro again. He's coming back from shopping or something. And he's
just walking along.
No, that's later, yeah.
And there's a puddle.
He's walking home, yeah.
And there's a puddle in the way, and he's scared to go by the puddle. And he sees the plants in again, turns around to run away. One of the vines, seaweed, whatever, grabs his ankle, trips him, and he falls. And Hero, again, is right there. He would see that Kotaro didn't just stumble.
See him fall or something.
Yes.
An odd fall.
A very weird-looking fall. And so Kotaro freaks out and keeps running by, and it's just a puddle.
Yeah, I see nothing.
Yeah.
Then we cut to him in his dorm. Hello, Black Catalan.
He's back in the dorm building, and even...
Okay, you can go underneath the arm.
Yes. and he's in the cafeteria. It looks like he's been staring shakily at a glass of water because, where could it come from? And he is able to at least drink that.
Get this done.
So, well, it doesn't seem like it's trying to kill him. As many things have. This poor guy. And then we pan over to the dorm leader going around making sure, Kyo making sure everyone's done all their chores and everything. And Kotaro comes freaking out, running out of the bathroom. And Kyo's just like, "What? You haven't finished cleaning the bathroom yet," to the person still in there. He doesn't check on the freaking out guy running away. No. He yells at the guy still working. I mean, he's paused because this freak just ran through and, screamed, but... Huh?
Didn't leave to him at night. Yeah.
Yep, and this is where he goes, out at night grocery shopping, and through the grate below, it looks like the plants are... He thinks he's safe, but there's water below him and a sewer grate, and reaching up to try and grab him too. And he leaves his groceries behind and just runs. So the poor guy is being quite...
Having a rough time with this, yeah.
Yeah. Finally, it seems to just be so done with it. He finally seems to get some sleep. We see him in his dorm room, passed out. And here, once again, we see the hologram ghost, the Digimon, pass through the ceiling. And we get a better look at it. And it's...
And I still don't recognize it.
No, it's roughly humanoid with the rose petals, giant rose petals
all over the head,
all around his face, really long tongue, somewhat slender humanoid appearance. And is he done yet? Does he seem right?
Not quite right yet. Yeah. Tomorrow will be better.
And we see it go back up through the ceiling, and Kotaro's eyes are open now, and he's just shivering in fear. Because, that's just what happens to this poor guy.
Yeah. So if this guy becomes the big bad at the end of the series, I might not blame him.
Yeah.
But regardless, then we come in with Hiro, finally come in and check on him.
Seems like he's bringing him some food that he asked for. So he has apparently reached out to him before if he knew to bring him food and stuff. And Gamamon's like, "Kyo smells funny."
Yeah.
Like, how long's it been since you bathed?
He's like, I don't know.
10 days,
2 weeks.
I don't know.
So, again, this means 2 weeks has started since the beginning of this episode. And Hiro has done nothing
to help his friend,
to look into this or anything.
Look into this or help his friend. It only takes it to get that bad before he will.
Our heroes, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. And so he seems to tell Hiro where he thinks it may have happened.
Yep.
Where these hallucinations started, and so at the pool. So we get the band together. Get the gang together. And they decide, well, it seemed to happen in the changing rooms. So everyone goes to their respective changing rooms because Ruli doesn't want to go in there.
And then Goramon
and Goramon decides to stick with the other group, not with Ruli. I guess because he's like a gentleman, he doesn't feel right going into the ladies.
Done this kind of thing before, yeah.
Yeah, but
and Jellymon will sync with anybody, so don't worry about it.
Yeah. And
Kyo doesn't want to go into the changing rooms at all because he's scared crazy again.
I mean, he just says, "I'll stay here," and Jellymon pulls him. He doesn't try to run, at least, or anything, but yeah.
He's looking freaked out while they're shaking, going through the entire locker room. I mean, he doesn't pass out, at least. But...
Yeah. He should have grown more, but it's not the worst, sadly, I've seen of him. So we go into the changing room, and we see on one of the lockers, it looks like someone has drawn an image of... It looks a lot like this mysterious Digimon on one of the lockers in here.
Sure, if you say so.
It looks kind of like it. I mean, maybe I'm looking too deep into it, but again, it's a hologram ghost. If people knew about it, they should have said, and can they see it? It depends on the form it's in. It's a ghost, so they should be able to.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna dig too deep into it. And so they start investigating. We need to at least look at the unopened lockers. All right. And we cut over to Ruli, who's looking around, and we see that long tongue coming out again as she's picking up some things, looking around.
In front of a mirror.
But this time, because she's, in front of a mirror, she sees it behind her, turns around, and sprays it with this aerosol can.
That was on the counter. Just
Yeah.
the nearest thing she had by. And instead of throwing it at us, she decides to spray it with a harmless substance. But it works!
Yeah, so what exactly this is? It could be bug spray, it could be hairspray, it could be... I don't speak Japanese to tell you.
Cologne or perfume or something for all.
Yeah, if you can tell us and read Japanese and know what it is, let us know.
It looked like hairspray to me, but
yeah.
based on later, it could have been something else.
Yeah, and it seems to recoil and not like that enough that she can run out. And everyone hears her running, and I'd say screaming, but it's more the Digimon screaming. Really,
Yeah.
really isn't quite, truly panicked. Like she fought it.
Yeah, she fought it back with aerosol.
But then just moved away. And yeah, it is here, it tried to attack me.
So they activate the digital field to make sure it can't hurt anybody.
Nope. Nope, they
just leave.
Gets away, I guess.
And they leave,
Yeah. Yes, it is here. Okay. You want to do something? No? Okay.
Not really.
And then, so, finally, after a day has passed, we see Kotaro in his room, and the little bud that you can see has gotten bigger and bigger, now blossoms on the back of his neck. And so it starts putting this pink, dust into the air all around him, sparkling, and kind of materializing slowly from the bottom up is a fairly feminine-looking...
Yeah, redhead. Long red hair. With a hat on, it kind of covers her face.
A little more green skin, looking still somewhat plant-like. And we certainly assume this is more hallucinating, but she offers
Digimon, who knows?
Come with me. I'll bring you to paradise.
Yeah, come to paradise, yes.
And he's like, okay.
Yep, sure.
So he gets up and starts to follow, going out of the dorm building. And this is where we see Hiro, concerned about his friend, looking around the corner and being like, oh, we were right.
They like to keep up watch. I guess they did something, some kind of plan.
Yes.
Then we get some episode, kind of a flashback, but it's back to the Hodoro thing, talking about when he hadn't bathed. But we had more to the scene this time.
Yeah, what he whispered, we now actually get to hear. It's an odd out of order thing, but sure. And he says that the voice in the night told me, he heard it, that today wasn't good enough. Tomorrow will be better. That's tonight. What's going to happen? I don't want anything bad to happen. It to get worse. And so that's how they know. The entire group is there too, on watch and start.
Yeah, and they start following him, and follow him, and follow him, and he starts doing strange things, and they watch some more.
Yep, he's running a comb through his hair to make his hair straight and sleek, even though it looks like he's tearing chunks out.
Which is hard to do with a comb.
Yeah, I mean, if it's gnarled enough, you get little bits out, but not like he's doing. And then he goes over to a boutique and takes off his clothes.
Yeah, puts on a grass skirt, which happened to be there, I guess.
Because I'm like, this is giving, succubus kind of vibes now. Yeah. This is very strange. And he goes over to another place, I don't remember what it was, and there's these leaves just sitting on the...
Yeah, they use this shave the body hair off
to make you nice and smooth, and as she claims, easier to swallow.
Yes.
Oh, that's where we're going now.
Yeah, that's where we're going with this.
Okay. But before
the group does anything, because they don't really seem to be in a hurry to do anything.
Yes.
Some of the weeds in the area start moving, and the breeze, and
they realize that's where this Digimon has really been, and is laying a trap for them. And they Digivolt the champion to start the fight, and immediately gets smothered and taken out.
Because they don't take the fight seriously ever.
Okay. Huh. Interesting.
Yep.
And so they come to, and they are all dangling from vines, arms bound. And we finally get to learn that the name of this Digimon, Oleamon.
Yeah.
Yeah, this has only appeared in the Digimon reference book before this. So for all of you out there who didn't know who this Digimon was, like us, I don't blame you.
Yeah, it's not surprising.
It's been in no games, no cards, nothing before the Digimon book. And she begins to explain what she's been doing. She seems to really like the smell. The smell is really good because he's ripened.
Yes.
Properly.
By having no baths, you get smooth skin. What?
Yeah. And I've never had human before. This is my first. This will be wonderful.
And then she says, yes, I'll feast on you too when you're ripe. So we see on the back of everybody, they also have these marks. And the drama's all over. Everyone will be fine.
And the back of all the humans, yes. Supposedly it's on the Digimon, but I never saw them. Yeah. It makes it sound like it's on them. I mean, you threaten their partners, the Digimon aren't gonna, are going to take that seriously. But as Angoramon learns who this is, and she's the queen of gourmet, and all these things that she claims, the Queen's Banquet title.
Yep, there you go.
But, and he's like, oh, well, of course, you would think that that's good food, but you really know nothing.
It's found a better way to bring out the flavor of food.
And no, I've been here and know how to cook. Then tell me. Oh, I couldn't possibly tell you.
It's too hard to explain. I have to show you.
Okay, so she cuts him down. He brings out this huge thing of
a barrel. I think it's empty. I think he's going to fill with water. Because you have to steam food to bring out the flavor.
Oh, but if I'm going to do this, you need to remove the
mark from me, because foolish things might cause me to lash out and destroy the meal instead.
Oh, okay.
And she does. Doesn't just remove from him, removes it from everybody. And I'm not sure if she can or can't do it all.
Yeah, that could just be it, but it makes she looks really dumb.
She looks really dumb. I mean, it's nice that again it's a Digimon that comes up with the plan now. You don't see that too often, and I like that this season has done that. But she looks really stupid.
Yeah. And as soon as the mark's gone, Ruli nods. They look at each other, nod, landalizer, and cut everybody down.
And then kick the can at her and then get everybody down.
You tricked me! No, shoot.
No, really?
And so, because Kotaro has the bud removed from him, they activate the field to get him away. Because we know that humans affected by this can't be removed, but because the bud was removed, it makes sense now that he can be removed.
So this is actually a nice little bit of keeping with your lore for once.
Yeah. And she is not happy that you took her food away. How could you do this? And so we
start spraying out leaves like bullets from her hands.
Lots of them. Thorns, needles, whatever quite they are.
Barbs,
yeah. And machine gun style. There is so many of them, and they're like, oh no, there's so many we can't possibly
do anything.
So they digivolve.
All three of them there. No. None of them do.
And
it really has an idea. So it runs off to
towards the
salon. For lack of a better term.
And everyone says they can't stop the needles, but just walks away from them.
Kind of grab Jellymon pulls Betelgeuse away from the stream.
And Simba just stops kicking them and moves. So, okay. And suddenly, as she turns to start trying to fire again, we see flying through the air
aerosol can
that smacks into her, and
she cuts of her claws, barbs, whatever's,
and it explodes. And she's like, "Ah, the smell! This terrible thing!" And Ruli's like, "Aha! She's got an armful of them."
Yeah, she didn't like it in the changing room, so I figure she won't like it. So,
and a nice little callback to be at least somewhat creative.
Yeah.
I can't be upset with this.
The only problem with this is you have three guys that can make ultimate capable here.
Yeah, this should not be an issue.
This would have been great again in episode 20.
Yeah.
Here it's a little okay. You're just trying. I mean, it is clever. I like that. Good.
Yeah.
But it's not needed at this point.
Yeah, so everybody starts chucking them, and the air is filled with...
It's thrown towards Simba, who cuts them open with his kicks, and he throw them out there towards the air.
and there's all this gas in the air, and she's still coughing, trying to get up. And Hiro goes, maximum output, sore blow. Maximum output? Are you like going all out?
Yeah.
Hiro,
what is this? Yeah.
What does that mean? And the gas all around also ignites, and boom!
Nice person looking.
And it's like,
sore blow. Yeah.
You went all out. Why would Hiro ever do that? He doesn't want to kill.
Yeah.
So why would he go all out and say, don't hold back?
Mm-hmm.
But of course she's fine.
She's fine. Yeah.
Just singed and gives up.
You can do grill me, cook me, eat me, whatever you want.
Yeah. Like, oh no, we're not going to do that. No. So of course we get the sob story of how did you even get this idea? What happened? There's no way you've eaten a human before. Why would you even think of this? And of course we cut over to
we get another view of the digital world.
Oh, yep. We're just sitting at a nice little table.
Yeah. But she's a Queen Domain. She likes cooking, and so she served dinner to a human. Make sure I say that properly.
Mm-hmm. And it's Dad. You instantly recognize him, and it's like, oh, this is an interesting thing. Yeah. Humans smell like this, and they haven't bathed
in a while.
In a while.
And so they realize, well, if anything smells that good, it must be delicious. How could you prevent me from trying to eat it? You can't blame me. And like, okay, well, since she's been able to live in the digital world, she should definitely live without eating humans, so don't do that. Okay. And then we cut to really watching YouTube, for better video.
YoTube, it's called in that world.
Oh, okay.
Yo. Yep. And we see her,
having a cooking show.
Podcast. Show. It's not a podcast because there's visual. Yeah. Eating unusual combinations and
stinky foods
and stuff like that. We're not even trying to keep this a secret anymore. There is absolutely no effort in any way, shape, or form that this is just fine. That she can just go do this.
Yeah.
No problem. Okay. I mean, it's cute. It's an interesting way to solve the problem, but it breaks the entire thing of you've been trying to keep this secret.
But the secret's been broken so many times at this point.
It's just thrown on the pile of ways that they haven't. Yep.
And that's really about it for this episode.
Yep. Again, no questions about Dad or anything.
They never asked any question about her about Dad,
or anything like that. There is nothing in this episode to remember.
No, this is so forgettable.
It's a new Digimon that pretty much has never been seen almost anywhere else before. That is really the thing.
That's about it, yeah. Again,
and that's
sometimes a little bit of cleverness in beating it, but again, you don't really need to now because you have the ultimate forms.
Yeah.
I mean, thankfully, I don't need to see Canalize Mom beat something in one shot again, so.
Yes. There is some validity to that. To make sure that doesn't always keep happening, but sadly, it's just one to forget.
Yeah. Happy endings for all. No real big challenges here.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of seasons that go on for eternity, let's look at the next episode. Episode 47, Memory of Eternity.
Yes. Well, this one looks definitely different and more unique than we've seen in a while.
Yeah, there's stuff growing out of somebody.
The Digimon coming out of people.
Yeah.
This guy looks like his soul's been disattached from his body.
Yeah, and it's talking about someone else taking over your body.
Yeah, living inside.
Yeah, and this guy became a spirit, so what? Okay, there should be something at least somewhat interesting in the episode. I assume it will still amount to nothing, because that's just how every single episode is, but hey.
At least hopefully at least be entertaining.
Yep. So, that's it for this one. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Remember to stay safe in these strange times, my friends. And as always, everyone, remember to be awesome. Until the next one, take care. Bye-bye.